keep him at my distance. I'm taller, I'm longer than him, and it'd be stupid not to use a jab. You let him just walk in.
Very few scars on your face. You got a pretty clean face.
I've never been cut, actually.
Now, conversely, he has.
And he will be again.
Is that something now that the fight's right, is that something you thought about?
I mean, he can't help that. We don't want to do it towards a game plan, but really, he can't help that he cuts easily. So we definitely use that to like a jab. We're working on getting a nice, sharp jab all 12 rounds. And, coming up behind the left, he's gonna swell up. He's gonna cut up. Will they stop it? That's all the doctor. We're gonna try to open him up and work that in as well. There's really nothing to do with that.
It occurred to me watching the Guerrero fight how sneaky the left cross can be. I know you've had one, but when a guy's coming forward, it can really amplify that. Is that something you think is a factor?
I think both hands are going to be a factor because we have to let them both go. We have to double up, triple up, feint. We have to be on our A game. Miguel Cotto's no slouch. I understand that, and we're going to have to use all the tools that's in there to come out victorious. But we prepare for that.
Last question I have for now. When I first called you about getting this fight, and I can go back and look at the interview, the first thing you said is this is the perfect fight for me, and I put that in the headline. If you know boxing, I think some people can understand why you would say that. But in your own words, why is this the perfect fight?
Well, his style-wise, I think this is the perfect fight. Whether he comes forward or tries to box, it's still the perfect fight for him. He drops that left hand right before he throws it. He does a lot of telegraphing that I see in his game, and I feel like I'll be able to pick him apart and be able to later on sit down and land some good shots. I really feel like this is the fight that's going to bring the best out of Trout. And that's all we wanted was a chance. And I think we're going to go for that chance. And not only that chance, but for this venue, this stage, for the best of Trout to come out, because you guys have yet to see the best of it.
Hey Austin, there's going to be probably a bigger crowd for Cotto here tonight. Actually, probably definitely will be. But you fought in Mexico, and I heard a story about when you fought David Lopez. There were a lot of issues that went on there. Obviously, this can't be worse than that, right?
No. Everybody's been very professional. In the David Lopez fight, that was not the case. They played a lot of mind tactical warfare. I don't think Miguel Cotto is about the mind games. Like he said, he just comes to do his thing. In Mexico, like I said, very unprofessional. They did a lot of things that weren't right. But at the same time, that was just the type of hurdles that we had to go through to become victorious. And I didn't really care. I was like, I did my training. The ring is too small, so what? He can't run. That's how I look at it. And they ended up fixing some of it, but they try to mess our rooms up. We were just sitting there for hours waiting to get our rooms situated. And I said, well, I got to burn calories anyway. I'll go for a walk. That's how you take it. You can't dwell on the bad stuff.
So, tell me about. Did you hear about what Louis Burke said about the manager? The promoter said to Louis. He said that people like you don't last long in Mexico.
Oh yeah. They threatened my coach's life. I was like, well, after we whoop David's ass, let's get the hell up out of here. They really gonna be mad after all that.
Armenia now will do it big in the Madison Square Garden.
It's not the same. I think that might be an issue that he has to tends to balloon a little bit in weight and has to drop it down while you look more or less you stay close to your fighting weight.
Yeah, if you have to lose weight, it sucks. It takes a lot out of you. But I try not to get too big. My main thing is that I hate losing weight, so that's why I try not to get too big. I don't know if he's done that before in the past, or if this is something new to him. If he's used to it, then he's used to it. If this is something new to him, having to drop weight and having to suck up, then it will affect him.
Hey, Austin, you have a big connection here in New York, right? Your family's from New York?
Right.
Tell me about that.
Well, I always say, I'm more New Yorker than Miguel Cotto is. My mother is born and raised here. My grandmother was born and raised here. I have another set of grandparents that are from Brooklyn. My mother and grandma from Brooklyn. My grandpa's from Harlem. And so, all my aunts, cousins, I've been coming back and forth to New York since I was a little boy. I'm not new to the city, but in the sense I'm new to the city. It makes sense, to the public eye. And they didn't know I was coming to visit and playing around in Chiefs every day. But this is my home away from home too. Miguel Cotto has been claimed as a second home. This is truly my second home.
So, your mother's side is from New York.
Right.
How about your father's side?
They're from St. Louis.
Okay. So tell me about some of the things in New York that that you like about New York. Where you've been in New York, what things you like to do in New York?
Yeah, well, eat is one of the best things I like to do. You got the best food and trying all kinds of different foods. My grandparents are like food connoisseurs. They know the best places to get whatever you want, Chinese food, Russian delicatessens. So unfortunately, I can't do that right now. Friday, we have a smorgasbord. We gotta trust.
Mayweather was very effective using the overhead right to land. You was a southpaw. You have the right in front, which is maybe even easier to use it.
Right.
Or even when you following up after a right cross.
Come on, man, you're giving away all my secrets.
Is that going to be something you enjoy?
Yeah, something we're really working on. We definitely going to be dropping both hands. If he keeps it up, we want to go to the body too. It seems to me that he doesn't like body shots too much. And I don't know anybody who does, but it slows him up. So we'll be going up and down while we're stepping left and right.
Now that you describe it sounds like really happened last fight. He was trying to get in with his opponent's chain was going backwards, and then he started to sit on his punches and really do damage. That's the way he might develop it.
You don't want to give it away.
Hey, Austin, Miguel was a beast at 147. He still has a pop. 154, not so much. What, if anything, can you do to take you away from your game plan or even hurt you? Can you even think he hurt you at this weight class?
You got to keep in mind that anybody can hurt you anytime. One shot can stop you. Keeping that chin tucked. One thing he can do is try to smother me, crowd me, but we've worked on that. Another thing he can try and do is box me and try to get me to come forward, but we've worked on that too. So, I don't see anything he can do in the ring that's gonna get me out of my game. We have a game plan for everything he's gonna try.